Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to CHELSGROWS. I'm Chelsea. I'm on a mission to grow as many food and flower crops as I can this year. I've been gone for a week. I was visiting family in Hawaii, so I just kind of wanted to show you guys how well all of my seedlings are doing without being here. I'm a bit sick, so don't mind my voice. So grab your tea, grab your coffee, and let's just see what's going on with these seedlings. So I want to admit that yesterday was my first day back home, but I couldn't film because I was just way too sick. So I did water about half of these, but you guys, like, everything is doing so well. These are the scallions, the scallion Tokyo Long Way and the scallion White Lisbon. They've completely popped up. You can see their seeds on the tips. Those seeds will just pop off eventually. Like, hello. Everything is just doing so well. The kale is starting to get its first set of true leaves, if you can see. So the first leaves that pop up are the cotyledons of any plant, and then once the true leaves start forming, that's when I need to think about planting out or separating these into separate cells. So we'll do that in the next video. I don't have the energy to do it. The crop that I wanted to learn how to grow this year was cilantro, because I haven't been able to grow cilantro very well. This is the most cilantro I've ever started and germinated. So cilantro, I'll be able to plant out in clumps. Scallions, I'll be able to plant out in clumps. Leafy herbs, I'm going to plant out in clumps. So I won't need to separate these into individual cells. So that's really exciting. The year of cilantro. This is what surprised me, was the borage and the dill. I only sowed this on March 5th, so that's only a few weeks ago. And the borage, I believe I'm going to have to separate out. The dill, I can plant out into clumps. Things are going well, you guys. These are the Black-Eyed Susan and the Snapdragons. For now, I'm going to let them grow for a little bit longer. I think at some point I will need to separate specifically the Snapdragons, so that'll happen in a later video. Again, I don't have the energy. And how I watered these, like, as you can see, these are like freshly watered, is I bottom watered them. So I filled a tray with water, and then I placed these down into the water, let them sit for about 30 minutes. They soaked up all the water they needed, and now they are watered. I've only watered these once, and they were sown on February 24th. Like, you guys need to get into this method, okay? So this is the calendula and the Clarkia amoena. I believe I can plant these out into clumps. I think that's the method I'm gonna do. I don't know. And again, when I plant things out into clumps, they'll just grow into bigger plants, and then if I need to separate them again, I'll just do it then. You know, I'm just kind of winging it, and so far me winging it and being very hands-off has been working for me. I'll turn the camera around so you guys can see more. So this is the broccoli burgundy and the Napa cabbage. They're both doing really well. I feel like this one might be damping off because it's like a bit weak, but that's okay because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 broccolis, and then we have, like, I don't even know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, like 20-ish Napa cabbage. I did this off camera, but I actually took cuttings from one of my lavender plants, and I watched a video by, I think it was like the Royal British Botanical Gardens, right? I'll put it in the description, but I watched a video on how to do this. I'm trying to propagate, I think that's about 20 lavender plants. I'm trying to propagate more lavender, so I can either gift it to friends and family or just plant out more lavender because pollinators love lavender. The lettuces, this is the Paris Island Cos, and then this is the, gosh, I don't even know what this is. This is the Butterhead lettuce Australe. I think I'm going to separate some so they can become like full heads of lettuce, and then some I'll just plant out into clumps. Again, you guys, I'm kind of winging it. This is another lettuce, butter crunch lettuce, doing really well. Planted some snap peas right before I left off camera, and I can see on the side that they are germinating. You can see that radical right there. You can see a radical, so I'm just gonna cover that up. So these should be popping up very soon, hopefully. Yeah, I see a lot of little radicals, so we'll just cover them up. So that's exciting. And then this snap pea plant, I planted at the end of August or something for fall snap peas, but they're just still producing now. That's a tip. If you plant snap peas like at the end of summer for a fall harvest, just keep them in your garden because they'll produce. I've been getting a lot of snap peas during the winter, and now it's technically spring. So chives are doing incredibly well. Now that like everything's doing really well, and now that I have to figure stuff out and like replant my balcony garden, this is when things are gonna get fun. I also need to start warm crops like peppers and tomatoes. I'm going to do that towards the end of this month of March, beginning of April. I think my priority is figuring out these seedlings, separating them or planting them out. So I need to get my balcony garden ready and prepped to start planting things out. I need to get my GreenStalk ready to plant out. I don't know if you guys can see. The calendula is going off. I planted this calendula when I planted the snap peas. So this was planted end of September or August or something. But anyway, the calendula is also going to seed as well. There's a lot going on. I need to figure out a lot, but that's okay. I feel like once spring hits, that's when I start getting a bit like, okay, now I need to figure out where to put all these plants. I start a practicum of sustainable agriculture on April 7th. I'll be learning how to farm, basically. And this program, I've met tons of other growers who've done the program, and they've said really amazing things about it. I was able to obtain a scholarship, which is awesome. I'm doing that for the growing season. It's like a class every week. It's like online class and in-person class, and I work 8 hours a month or 2 hours a week on the student farm, so I'll be learning a lot, and I'll take you guys with me. In terms of the 1/8 of an acre where I applied with another program, I'm still waiting to be assigned a plot, which is like a bit frustrating, I'm not gonna lie, because I have all these plants where I want to put them out. You know, I need to have a plan for them. So I need to reach out to the person who's organizing that, and I'll keep you guys posted on that. But one thing is for sure, I'll be doing a practicum of sustainable agriculture, which is really exciting. If you guys are interested in learning more, maybe I'll do like a full video about it, of how I applied, how I found it, and why I'm doing it. As you can see, I clearly have a knack for growing plants and growing an abundance of plants from seed. This comes very naturally to me. This is only my 3rd growing season, but I just feel like the way things are germinating, and I've started hundreds of seeds. I've started hundreds of plants from seed. I need to, this is what I love doing, and I find it very natural. And I know that sounds maybe like I'm bragging that to me it's easy. I'm just being honest. Like, to me this is easy and it's fun for me. So I just want to learn how to do this at a higher production scale so I can sell plants to my neighbors and to my community. I can sell food, I can sell flowers. It's just something that I've dreamed of for a while, so I'm really excited. I know this was kind of just like an update on what's going on, but as you can see, your girl's gonna have to figure out where to put all of these things within the next few weeks, so stay tuned for that. But your girl is sick, so I'm gonna go rest. If you're interested in learning of how I did all this, I posted a few videos on how I made my own seed starting mix. I think that's another reason why everything's doing so well, is because I made this seed starting mix myself. I also get all of my seeds from Epic Gardening and Botanical Interest. I'll put my entire crop plan in the description. It's a Google sheet, and all of the seeds I use are linked. And if you use the code CHELSGROWS, you'll save some money, okay? And then another reason I feel like everything's doing really well is they're getting real sunlight. I will be starting like tomatoes and peppers under grow lights and stuff because it's warmer in the apartment. But I think with natural sunlight, plants are just gonna love the natural sunlight. You know what I mean? I'll link those videos in the description. I'll link them up here so you guys can check it out. And so you guys can sow hundreds of seeds if you want with little to no effort. I've just let these do their thing. They've germinated beautifully. The end. So this was just kind of a little tour, a little update after me being gone for a week. Everything looks beautiful. I didn't have to worry about anything. If you are going on like a summer vacation or something, or a spring vacation, and you're worried about starting your seeds, start them this way in recycled containers, put them outside. I've had to water these once a month or once every 6 weeks. Like, it's just, I don't have to think about it. If you're wanting to follow my journey, please follow CHELSGROWS, like this video, and I will see you soon. Love you, Minute. Bye.